I'm Bethany Newman, president of Nashville Entrepreneurs Organization and the CEO and co-founder of Statement, a branding agency. I would like to thank everyone who's come out here today, council members, the mayor, the vice mayor, and their teams. Today we'll be presenting the city and the mayor with 39 ideas for improving the city. But before we get into that, I would like to thank the new head of the Entrepreneur Center, CEO Jane Allen, for hosting us. The Entrepreneurs Organization and Entrepreneur Center are very different entities, but many shared goals. We have a long-standing partnership and collaboration, and it's a great honor to be up here with her. So please welcome Jane Allen.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate you being here, and welcome. I am coming into my end of my second month, and during that time period, I've met with over 100 entrepreneurs in our community to understand what are the needs of and the purpose and the value the Entrepreneur Center brings to our Middle Tennessee and to Nashville in particular. What I've heard is we have amazing opportunities that people can enter through the front door for anyone that wants to be an entrepreneur. This year, as of yesterday, we surpassed 1,000 people that came with us with an idea. And then we meet with them, we talk with them, and then we navigate them to either other resources, which are community partners that we have vetted and work with and know well, and or we work with them. And so that we are able to help them increase the probability of success, because the people standing here and others in this community are those that really do help make a significant impact in the Nashville community. So welcome to the Entrepreneur Center. Welcome, Mayor, and all of you. If you haven't been here before, please hang around, and we'd love to show off and talk to you more about what we do and how we fit within the lifeblood of creating Nashville to be the best place to start and grow a business. Thank you.
Thank you. It's very good news indeed. This group of entrepreneurs brings an extremely diverse perspective to the table. We represent 239 Nashville area businesses with over $1 million in revenue and 10,000 employees collectively. We have a record number of female and people of color in this organization, and we represent over 50 different industries, varying in size from 5 to 500 employee companies, from native Nashvilleian business owners to those who come to this city just to start a business. There's a reason that Nashville's EO chapter is the largest in the US and third largest in the world. It's not New York, LA, Boston, Silicon Valley, it's Nashville. We stand here not as an interest group, but as an interested group of engaged citizens. We are not about fights to the left and the right, but we are about forward progress. Several of the 38 ideas that we brought to the mayor back in 2015 have become a reality, such as making Nashville a more bike-friendly community, encouraging business growth in North Nashville, supporting more public art, and pushing for direct flights to major cities such as London. Back then, we presented the mayor with 38 ideas, and now we're a competitive group of business owners that are into growth, so this year we've got 39 ideas. In our business and in our city, we believe that big ideas can lead to really big results. Now, we all know Mayor John Cooper has a great job. He gets to be the mayor of the best city in the United States. But his team also faces great challenges, maybe more than any mayor in decades. And that's why we are here to offer ideas and raise our hand to help in any way we can the city and the mayor. We can speak from perspective of dynamic group of entrepreneurs and the impact policies have on small businesses and their workers. We also have ideas and experiences about what can make our strong entrepreneurial system even stronger. And we are grateful to live and work in this city and are proud to be residents. All the ingredients are here for Nashville to be the best place in the world to open, expand, and run a business. We want to support the mayor and his team to continue to nurture that secret sauce that makes it a great city for all of us. And it's my belief that the historically collaborative spirit here is what breeds many of our successes and the ability to set the tone for innovation. Nashville has been very good to this organization and all of our vibrant, growing small businesses. In fact, I think a report just came out on the Inc. Thriving Cities list today where we beat Seattle and Boston. So during this season of extreme growth, we hope the city will hold dear what sets us apart over other cities, our creative spirit, a robust creative economy, and our unique brand that is alone unique to Nashville. We surveyed over 200 members, and we have ideas in the document that we are outlining. We touch upon technology and transportation, public schools and public housing, and very much more. And with that, I would like to turn it over to Mayor John Cooper.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I may turn around and first thank you and then address some of my remarks to you all, and thank you for participating. And Bethany, I'm grateful. And Jane, you know, I'm about 2 months into my job too, so I know how it goes. I'm grateful to you all, and I'm grateful to Councilman Nash and Councilman Swope. There are a lot of challenges ahead in Nashville, but I have an awesome partner in our city council people who have worked hard to contribute, and this is going to be, I think, the greatest moment in all of our careers coming up in the next year ahead to get the city exactly where it needs to be and to fulfill our promise as the greatest city in the country in the 21st century. There are challenges, and we have the responsibility for addressing those with strategies. And so thank you, our strategic partners here, that are sustainable and fiscally responsible. So how do we move forward together as a community in a way that ensures that local businesses continues to thrive and that new employers do continue to view our city as the world-class destination it is? Now, the EO member surveys contain smart and helpful ideas, even though we may not agree on every one of them, but you've got council members who may. Prioritizing teacher and first responder pay, doubling down on reasonable economic incentives, expanding green spaces throughout the city, and taking a strategic approach to transportation and traffic. These are only a few of the suggestions listed in the report that I campaigned on and will prioritize in office, and I am grateful for you joining me and helping to get that done. Now, we will need more of this collaborative spirit in 2020 as we put together a new budget and pursue transportation solutions and set about accomplishing the many priorities that you and Nashville want us to get done. Now, we need to encourage more opportunities for small business owners, for nonprofits, and for City Hall to work and think together. And I want to ask a favor of you and it's your members going forward. The top 5 ideas for how to improve metro government through technology. The survey touched on the incorporation of technology in Nashville, but I'd love to see 5 specific suggestions on ways that technology could improve the efficiency and efficacy of how Metro serves its residents. Now, from traffic lights and transit to permitting and property tax filing, everything should be on the table. Now, Metro courts are phasing in electronic filing of all pleadings right now, where attorneys once had to travel all the way to the county courthouse to file physical paperwork. Now this process can be performed remotely on behalf of Davidson County residents, thanks to technology. I was recently with the mayor of Atlanta, and they, by the introduction of technology, have changed permits that took 6 months to 30 seconds. If you're applying the 80-20 rule to permits, why not really begin to streamline the process, and the time that you save speeds up the more difficult permitting process. Now, we have had as a city a 33% increase in permits. We have not an adequate staff to do it. We would love to have technology partners to help us do that. Now, within your report, I'm especially in support of item number 33, traffic technology. Intelligent traffic technology, and I'm going to look at the audience and say perhaps even intelligent transit, including IoT-connected sensors, cameras, and the very apps that live on our phones, including Waze, are being used in peer cities to adjust traffic flow and prevent gridlock. Now, I have an advisor, Faye DeMassimo, who is a strong proponent of intelligent traffic signalization, and we will be following through on this and other ideas. Now, I look forward to hearing your recommendations on how technology can change the way Metro accomplishes the work of serving our residents more efficiently. An entrepreneur's mindset is what we need to fix some of our more vexing problems and complicated challenges, and to change how we do business from the status quo to the great. Now, it's easy to note that a recurring theme in the survey is our need to work together to meet the challenges of our city's growth. Now, Nashville will continue to grow. We will have more growth in the next few years than in the last 10 years. In 2005, downtown Nashville had 1,390 businesses with just under 47,000 employees. In 2018, downtown Nashville, the business census, reported 2,471 businesses with 72,000 employees, a 78% increase in the number of businesses and a 53% increase in employees in 13 years. There are other statistics that are even more kind of alarming. And gratifying and challenging and an opportunity. And, you know, if you don't seize the opportunity, it will seize you sometimes. There's a 3.5 million square feet of new development coming in Nashville Yards by 2021. That is not counting the 1 million square foot building being announced at KVB. The Four Seasons project is mammoth by any normal city scale. The Palmer side on West End is so big that it will have more parking spaces, this is reported in the Nashville Business Journal, than the Music City Center has in parking spaces. That is a big project, right? You have Assurion's headquarters being completed right now. What's on the table right now clearly is going to propel Nashville into a new era of growth, and we have to be ready for it. And with your help, we can do that. But we here, you know, it's to celebrate entrepreneurship, an organization that's 25 years old. It's gratifying to be the largest chapter in the U.S. Now, this goes with all these other great things. We're top 20 destination and traveler globally in Traveler magazine. We're the best sports city in America. That was just announced from this. And now we have the largest entrepreneur organization in the country. This is a magnificent city, and it's with your help that we're getting it done. I'm grateful to the EO. I'm grateful to all of you for your time, attention, and suggestions. Thank you for the 39. But with all seriousness, I'd love to challenge you for 5. What can city services, how can we use technology to improve city services for everybody that lives here? Bethany, thank you. Very grateful. Appreciate it.
Well, we can definitely go to work on those 5, because if there's anything entrepreneurs like, it's a challenge to fix things and come up with solutions. So we will definitely go to work on technology and Metro services there. So thank you to Mayor John Cooper, all of our members who came, all the political leaders, and Jane Allen for coming out. This concludes the program, and we really hope to continue the conversation about helping with Nashville's future. Thank you.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.